after the positive feedback I got last week with my Best Movies Ever 1980 video, I decided to carry on, and of course this week, is 1981. The next year, obviously following 1980, and what a better movie to do 1981. What better movie was there in this year than Raiders of the Lost Ark? It's an all-time classic movie. Everybody loves this movie. If you don't like this movie, there's just no talking to you. Like, I don't know how you couldn't like Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's definitely the best indie movie, without a doubt. I mean, this thing, it is the influence for every action-adventure movie to ensue. It is the pinnacle for treasure hunting movies. It really is, because it's intriguing, it's cool, it's awesome to look at. It has some of the best action scenes in cinema. I mean, really, it's old-fashioned, you know, not huge budget fun, you know. It was made with a B-movie budget, and really, it is a fantastic movie with not only freaking awesome dialogue and great acting by the adventurer himself, Harrison Ford. This movie just proves to stand the test of time, and really does, because it's been 20-some-odd years, a lot more, well, it would be like 29 years, and the movie still, everybody still loves it, everybody remembers it. I mean, it is Raiders of the Lost Ark. This movie has everything you could possibly want in an action-adventure movie. It's got an amazing story, it's got intriguing characters, it's got things that will take you all over the world, all through different places and cultures, and really, it's even if its religious standpoints aren't strong, like it doesn't make a point of pulling out anything about the Ten Commandments or anything religiously, just saying that here it is, let's go find it. It's one of those nostalgic and classic movies where really every scene is one of the most memorable in cinema history, because it really, from the rolling boulder to the car chase to the melting face, this movie is just reeked by the word classic. I know, but I said that the same thing about the Empire Strikes Back, but these really are the movies that defined, you know, the age of action. And I mean, even those are action movies, but yet they prove to be more than the action movies we get today, where they are story combined with fantastic action-adventure scenes, and really are just amazing. The movie really just truly shows what cinema is, and reminds us all why we love, you know, even Hollywood will let us down a lot of times. You can go back to watch these movies to remember, you know, why you had faith in cinema. And obviously I wasn't alive in this, but this is one of the movies that got me into film itself, because really you can just watch this movie at any age and love it. It's a generational movie that will be passed down and passed down, and it really is, there's no other way to describe this movie than phenomenal. Down to the very equipment that Dr. Jones uses, even just some of the lines, you know, the whip, the fedora, everything, the satchel. This movie, you can just look, it's one of those infamous characters where you can just put him on the screen and people know who he is. I can't say that I wasn't disappointed by Kingdom of the Crystal Soul. I mean, after years and years without Indy, you know, we get that. I mean, I still think it was an enjoyable movie. I don't understand why people hated it so much. It was very fun. I mean, it obviously was disappointing, and I really do want to see another one, because you can't let Indy go like that. It was just too sci-fi, and that's not what Indy's about. I think I mentioned it before, the car chase scene is probably the greatest action scene in movies of all time. I mean, you ask a lot of people, that's what's considered the definitive action scene, because it really defines that series, it defines that genre, because, I mean, it's not the most heart-pounding of things, but it's entertaining, and you care about the characters enough where you don't want to see them die, and he's just such an amazing, intriguing, badass character, where he is just so infamously awesome, and you see him taking on bad guys by whipping to the back of their car. I mean, it is awesome. It is a reminder of henchmen and all that stuff, where today it'd be cliche, but then it's just cool. That is one of the most amazing scenes I think you can find in an action movie or in any kind of movie. Lastly, the movie holds the title for one of the most widely worldwide known themes of all time. The score, obviously fantastic, but Raiders March, everybody knows that. It's probably my favorite theme for a movie ever. Bum ba bum bum, bum ba bum, bum ba bum bum, ba da 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 da. Everybody knows that. You could go anywhere and start doing that, and I'll guarantee you, like if you go in a crowded place, 5 people will just start humming along with you, because it's just, everybody knows that. That's why this movie is just drenched by the word classic. Everything about it. I cannot watch this movie and say, like, oh, you know, it wasn't as good. Like, if it wasn't an old movie, people wouldn't appreciate it. It really is. It's going to be a fantastic movie, and it always will be. It's one of the greatest movies ever made. That's why it's the best movie of 1981. Probably my pick for the best movie of the 90s. Or, no, not the 90s, the 80s. Whoops-a-daisies. Wow. So that concludes Best Movies Ever 1981. Next week on to 1982. And I think I'm going to like doing this. We'll go all the way through the 90s, probably through the double O's, and maybe back, you know, to the 40s and the 50s and 60s and the 70s. But really, thank you all for watching. Please subscribe. Obviously a 10 out of 10 movie. Duh. One last thing, don't forget to subscribe to the Chattelbash Army, or you'll become a fan of it, because it's awesome. Tom Chattelbash, starting an army for all of us to join to fight for his awesomeness, and yeah, I gotta shout out if I do really well on it, so go become a fan. Thanks.